Hi, this video will hopefully answer the question, is ITVX available in Ireland? Now, officially, ITVX is only officially available in the United Kingdom, which of course includes Northern Ireland, but not the Republic of Ireland. And so most content from ITVX is not directly accessible when you're in Ireland. These are blocked by so-called geography-based restrictions. You may see them known as referred to as geo-targeting or geo-blocks, but basically they block access based on your location. Now, of course, you can get a lot of ITVX shows on things like Sky, and they get outsourced to different producers, including the Irish broadcasting company RTE as well as one example. You'll find some ITVX shows there. But the full library, you need to go onto ITVX. So let's just have a quick look what happens if we go to ITVX. Let me just go to the website. So we can access the website without a problem. This is the ITVX website. I'm logged in with my free account, which I created with an email address. That's all you need. And you can see I can look at some of the shows. ITVX is a great improvement on the previous channel, which was ITV Hub. This has got loads of like digital. You can watch all the shows live, but they've also got digital channels where they create maybe Christmas movie channels or sports channels or World Cup channels or so, whatever's topical at the moment. And it's also got what ITVX does, I think, very well, sort of period dramas, murder mysteries and stuff like that, and of course things like Downton Abbey, which are of course are worldwide famous. My wife watches something called Vera, which is some little old lady detective that she loves, but there's loads of stuff like that. For instance, Lewis, which is a spin-off from Inspector Morse that you might remember. Midsummer Murders is very popular, but there's loads of stuff for young people, and Coronation Street is obviously one of the most favourite, and lots of shows as well. There are adverts on the free version, and I'll explain a little bit about that in a minute. Okay, so the problem is when you try and actually watch something. Let's just try and watch The Consultant. There we go, and it goes to say you'll get this error message. It's it'll have different error codes. It'll say not available, sorry, this show isn't available. You'll usually get one of two error codes. I've got 0101 here. The other one you get is 1001. Basically, don't worry about it. Well, it's basically says that your IP address is not in the UK, and it just blocks access. So it just stops working. Let me close that down now. And you can see the main reason is because my IP address is, that's my unique internet protocol address. Every computer or device connected to the internet has one, is registered in Dublin. So I'll be able to watch RTE without restriction, but I can't watch ITVX and BBC iPlayer and stuff like that, because all these sites just look up my location, say, he's in Dublin, forget it. So let's just close that and show you how we can change this. Okay, the solution is basically to get past this geographical restriction. ITVX is blocking access for anything outside the UK. So it doesn't matter if I'm in Dublin or Tajikistan or China or San Francisco or whatever, really. ITVX is blocking access outside the UK by looking at my location. You can use something called a VPN or a proxy. This is VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and it's just a way for you to bypass, to hide your real location to access sites that are in the UK or indeed any other place. And I'll show you this in a second. Most of these VPN servers come also with browser extensions. I'll show you that quickly, and how you can get access from ITVX from Ireland using that as well. Let me just show you how this works. Okay, so our problem is our geographical location, or at least how computers on the internet see it. So we could obviously travel around the world and get access. If I got on a plane and arrived at Manchester Airport, ITVX would suddenly start working the instant I connected to a ISP connected in the UK. Obviously, that's not always practical, but there's another way. We can change our location digitally from our where we're sitting at this moment. So let me just show you that. As I said, you can use something called a VPN, and I'm going to show you the VPN I use. It's called NordVPN. It's one of the biggest in the world. If you want a discount link, please have a look at my description below, and you'll see the best discounts available. That's a page that goes to the discount page for NordVPN. They're always having a sale. Never pay full price for any VPN. They're always doing sales. And this goes for other VPNs as well. When you are looking at VPNs, there are thousands. I recommend NordVPN, but there are lots of others. Make sure you check that it works with the specific channel. Not all of them work. In fact, very few work with BBC iPlayer. More work with ITVX, but you need to check. I'd say about 10 to 20% work with ITVX well, but there's obviously about 80% that don't. So, okay, so this is it, virtual private network. It sits in my taskbar. This is the full version, but you can use a cut down version that you get in the same prices. This is the very basic VPN subscription. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need fixed IP addresses or anything like that. And this shows you servers all over the world, so you can connect to UK, Africa, Australia, whatever. We're looking at ITVX, so we need to look as though we're in the UK. So I've got one of the servers I use regularly. Now let me just show you quickly. I've connected, you can see here, to United Kingdom 1911. A lot of the way NordVPN works, it has specialized servers that work with streaming sites. I'll just show you it quickly. And these are them. If you're using NordVPN, if you're using any others, don't forget this, it's irrelevant. But these numbers are servers that it optimizes for BBC and also for the ITVX as well. So if you're using NordVPN, use one of those servers. Just type one of the numbers into the search bar and you'll find it. Okay, now we've just got to double check. First of all, let's check our location, because obviously we need to go to ITVX and we need to show where we are. And you can see now all these sites work in the same way. And this one now has checked my IP address and see, he's in London. I'm not in London, of course. All it's done is looked up the IP address, where it's registered, and geo-targeted my position based on that. And now it says London. What's happening is it's just seeing the IP address of the VPN server. My real IP address has not changed, but it's hidden from all the websites. So you can see it thinks I'm in London now. Let me go to ITVX again. So remember, I'm trying to watch ITVX in Ireland. So we go back to the site as before, and you can see, shard, like this is supposed to be quite good as well. I think that's Sean Bean. Let me just show. Okay, let's just try this now. Now we got an error message here when we tried to play the show. So now hopefully you can see it's come up with a parental controls message, which it doesn't do if it's going to block me. And now it should work perfectly, really. We're just streaming there, buffers for a couple of seconds, depending on how fast your connection is. And you can see this is working perfectly. This is an advert, I think, at the beginning. All ITVX content has adverts, unless you upgrade to the premium version. Let me just pause that there. So you can see there's a button there. I should warn you, though, you will probably need a UK form of payment if you do that. It's quite cheap, but it won't accept, say, an Irish credit card or a US credit card. I don't think, anyway. There's mixed reviews on that. Some people say it will, some people say it won't. But the last time I tried, you needed a UK card or somebody who can just subscribe for you. Okay, and you see, hopefully, that works. And that's basically how to use ITVX in Ireland. Just a few quick points before I finish. Next, you can use, that was the full version of the VPN, but with NordVPN you get a Chrome extension you can install as well. And here's my Chrome extension, and you can just connect from that if you don't want to go into the software. It works perfectly well. So that's free and included, and a lot of the VPN servers have that as well. So just quick remember, official availability. ITVX is not officially available in Ireland, but you can get it using workarounds. Access methods, really VPN is the easiest method. There are other options as well, but VPNs is the cheapest and the most reliable, and it does give you a lot of security considerations as well, improves your security considerations. Remember, you might need a UK payment for ad-free or premium access, but the adverts are not really that bad on ITVX. They're not as sort of intrusive as something like you get on a lot of American TV channels, for example. Okay, so that's how to watch ITVX in Ireland. I hope that's been a benefit to somebody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.